Hello, tonight in Coast to Coast, why Southeast brewers believe the price of a pint could rise by 25 pence.
And how the first-class post is suffering because people don't want the job of postman.
First, ITN.
Military crackdown in China, troops ordered to break up the student protest. The police video which shows the moment the Hillsborough gates were opened. Blow for Lawson as inflation goes up to 8%. And the house where Mrs. Thatcher is said to have her electric baths. Good evening. Within the last hour, China's Prime Minister Li Peng has gone on nationwide television to announce he's sending government troops into Beijing's Tiananmen Square to break up the student protest. He said very tough measures would have to be used to cut down on what he called the riots. In a long, rambling, sometimes angry speech, Li Peng said, the situation is getting worse. The future of the People's Republic is being challenged. And he added, others are trying to take advantage of the students. ITN's Jeremy Thompson has been in Tiananmen Square all day.
Premier Li Peng appeared on state television late tonight with a grim message to the nation. Beijing was in a state of disorder, the country on the verge of chaos, and the army would be sent in to deal with it. Speaking to the Communist Party hierarchy in the Great Hall of the People, Premier Li appealed to the army to do their job. He hoped the people would support them. His words seemed to reflect the hard line of Deng Xiaoping, though the senior leader was not present. Also noticeably absent from the top table, party chief Zhao Ziyang, who'd reportedly offered his resignation after failing to stop this crackdown. President Yan Shan-kun then announced the army was now surrounding Beijing, not to harm the students, he said, but to protect the city. The tension had been tightening since sunset. The voice of authority echoed over the darkened streets. Go home and you won't be punished. A chill warning to the crowd still pouring into the square. On Tiananmen itself, another drama was unfolding. Student leaders held a crisis meeting at their command center. Then came the crackly announcement. The hunger strike was over, provisionally called off to protect the students' lives. It was heralded as a great victory, not a backdown. Thousands of students were then instructed to stage a sit-down protest. They had no intention of leaving, despite the government's warnings that measures would be taken to stop the chaos.
But the decision to end the hunger strike is by no means unanimous. These art college students, for instance, just among several universities who have decided to carry on with their hunger strike. There are many more around the square here tonight, and that may still bring about the crackdown that's been hinted at all day by the government. You're not scared of the soldiers?
I'm not scared. I will stay here. I'm not scared. I didn't respect the soldiers even before my coming here. Doesn't matter. Somebody got to make some sacrifice.
As midnight approached, troop trucks were moving into place around the square. Dozens of them among the crowds, many towing trailers with canvas covers, their contents unknown. Unconfirmed reports said 300,000 soldiers had been drafted into Beijing. In the convoy, a bulldozer, probably to clear the squatter camp now on Tiananmen. Student reinforcements rushed to the square as the pro-democracy campaigners prepared for confrontation. Their orders, when beaten, stay calm. Jeremy Thompson, ITN, Beijing.